Hey guys, this is Ranch here bringing off Sarkov comment. I always fail at those sometimes. But hey, this is Ranch here and Deja Vu, bringing you guys all another Sarkov commentary. This is going to be the third set between Flash and Free in the Hana Daetoo MSL 2010 spring season. I'm now speaking with a professional cutesy voice. Kind of cutesy. If this is what I think is a cutesy voice, I must be smoking crack again, which I promise to quit. Anyway, at the bottom right position in red we have Flash, the upper left position in white we have Free, Terran and Protoss player respectively, 24, 25, 26, because I like syncing things together. But yeah, just what, not even half an hour of StarCraft, and Free is already 2 games behind, and that is just unacceptable. That is just unacceptable. I do not know why Free did not play a little bit more standard. At least one of the... I understand going for 12 next once. Not quite sure where the match point... Triathlon more the choice, I think. Especially because you have that safe inside base that you should be able to take. Flash on the opposite side. This is a 4-player map. He's not going to go for the forward barracks on this map. This is the map where he would want... I don't... Just, yeah, pylon coming down. Probably not going to be seeing the 12-nex. Oh, dear Lord. Deja, your thoughts?
If there was any map that Free was going to 12-nex, if there was any situation that you could think of all the maps that are currently in the MSL, and you would think, what would be the best way for me to 12-nex? It would be Fighting Spirit, cross positions. He's got it. He's not going to, because he's already tried and failed it twice in ways that he shouldn't have gone for. So instead he's going to go for a 1-gate assimilator, some sort of pressure build, and Flash has completely called his number, and he's going to wall off. And I don't even think Free can get there in time to maybe like throw up a pylon and block the wall or anything. I don't think that he'll even be able to do that and open up a gap, so he's not going to be able to get any Zealot harass. DTs at cross position are not going to work either. So Free has kind of gone for a tech aggression build, and it's, you know, I mean, it's not really what you want to go for in this situation. Maybe if he can scout out what's going on, because Flash is probably going to siege expand, he can maybe try doing a double expand for Free. That would be, I think, his best bet to transition out of this. But if he does like 2-gate obs, I'm just going to like facepalm, because this is the expansion map. This is his opportunity to expand like mad, and it looks like Flash is building. Oh, Flash is going 1-racks into CC. Baller, dude, going for some hardcore economics. That's pretty sweet. And maybe Free can take advantage. Maybe Free can take advantage of the lack of military, of tech units, of machine shop units for Flash, and maybe try and take advantage with some early goon pressure or something like that. That could actually be something they can go for, but he's going to need to commit to it if he wants it, and I hope he does. I hope he does some damage early on, because he's not going for that expo fast enough.
Yeah, probe coming up the ramp. He's going to be able to spot the command center. If he mentions... Okay, never mind. It's a blockade. What am I talking about? Not going to be able to get up there. Full wall in. The map lies. But I think just the fact that he sees that bunker at the front already giving him a clue, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Going for an expo. Suspicious. Clue, Sherlock. Somebody underscore spitting, so we're going to be seeing some goon range coming up. I'm going to see whether Free reacts to this by expanding himself, which is, I think, would be exactly the wrong thing to do, falling right into Flash's trap. And you do not want to be playing economics right now. You want to be playing pressure and then quickly double expo. Go in there, put on some pressure, try to delay that expansion of Flashes, possibly do some damage. He probably won't be able to pick it off, but you would be able to put on some pressure, force it to float back inside the main, delay it, then quickly double expand, pick up the natural expo, and then the 12. But he's meanwhile actually going to put down a quick nexus, so I don't think we're going to be seeing that heavy pressure from him. Flash is going to be able to take up his natural expo, and he's going to be able to hold it fairly safely. He has his factory on the way, 2 factories on the way, so we're probably going to be seeing some tanks from him fairly soon, so I don't think Free's going to be able to do anything to this base. Flash meanwhile some nice building positioning overall, has that blockading eBay, only 2 goons out there to do anything, and that's not going to be enough. Even if they get range soon, it's not going to be enough. Flash is going to be able to get a couple of SCVs off the line, repair the bunker, even has an SCV there at the front, wondering exactly what he's going to do with that, sending that down to the lower left, I think. I'm not even sure. Is he scout? Okay, never mind. He hasn't scouted Free yet, so that's why he's sending SCV out there. The fundamentals. But yeah, range on those goons, but as I said, SCV is going to just be able to continuously repair this bunker until the goons are in a large enough number to prevent that from happening. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing a siege tank come out. Not too soon, but soon enough that those Dragoons are going to become a total non-factor.
Yeah, I think that we're seeing the aura of Flash kind of completely decimate Free in this series. Something was cancelled for Flash. I'm not sure what that was. Something was cancelled right underneath his command center. Maybe a supply depot or something. That was kind of interesting to see. But, you know, if you see someone going for 1 ranks into Expo, it's 9 times out of 10 a Protoss player who, you know, hasn't gone 12 next is going to be the aggressor, is going to try and put on some goon pressure. But Flash has this aura. He kind of went from his very early origins. He was a cheese player, and Tank coming out here doing some damage, going to push back these Dragoons I think pretty easily once it has siege. He was kind of a cheese player to start, and that's what people knew him as. And then eventually he became this huge macro player. He was the ultimate in terms of defending his bases, and people got into this. Okay, let's 12 next. Let's 1 gate into double expo. That sort of build things to try and beat him. And now he's kind of become this complete player. He's an aggressive player. Nice job by Free at picking off that SCV. He's got good timing attacks, good aggression. Still has this great defense, and his great defense allows him to do something like a 1 rax into CC, knowing that his opponent's going to be so afraid to attack into him, knowing that his opponent in Free is just not going to have confidence in himself to take down Flash's defense, and Free's counter is to take his own expansion and accept the economic deficiency, and it's just not going to work. I mean, he needs to take another expo right now. It looks like Flash is actually going to be taking his other expo, so Flash is just going to go hardcore macro, and I hope that Free puts some pressure on the 6 o'clock. If Free allows that 6 o'clock base to go up without any fight, if that command center just floats over there, settles down, and just starts mining, you can almost call this game, because Free is not going to have his Nexus up at the 12 o'clock before Flash, so Flash is going to have the 2nd and 3rd up ahead. That is just too much for a Protoss player to come back from, and we are going to see some 2-base arbs here from Free, so, you know, this is a pretty decent way to counter a quick 3rd. Get that Arbiter out, get that Cloak while they only have 2 scans, getting 1 big stasis off maybe on that ramp on the right side of the 6 o'clock base. He could do some good damage there at the 6 o'clock. I think that's a good window for Free to aim for, and I hope he scouts this out with that Observer, which he's doing, and it really stops that 3rd as hard as he possibly can.
It's going to be pretty much an issue of whether he manages to do that or not. The 12 o'clock position is being taken up now by Free. I think he's not going to contest that 6 before it's up. I'm not sure. He is sending some forces out there now, maybe anticipating it. Mostly Dragoons though there, so Vulture's already also putting on the pressure around there. Commander is going to float off, and I think he's going to try to go there once he has Arbiter support. I think he's going to wait on the Arbiter support before he goes off and try to do some significant damage with his military. So far, only Dragoons out there. He's going to need some Zealot support, especially because there are going to be some siege tanks down here already waiting for Flash, already setting up his defensive posture even before anything happens. Dragoons are going to be coming in here. I think 7 alongside an Observer, some Vultures, 1 getting picked off. Not going to be able to get mines quite yet. Missile charge also being put up. We're going to see whether Free's going to be able to pressure this. I don't think he's going to be able to contest it right here. Going to be forced down the ramp. Vultures coming in, trying to put mines close to Dragoons. Not quite managed to do too much, but the siege tanks are getting a couple of volleys off on Dragoons, forcing them down the ramp. So Flash can start mining at 6 o'clock. 1 more nail in Free's coffin here. Not quite full closed casket yet, but he's looking like in a lot of trouble. It has his Arbiter Tribunal up. Still doesn't have his first Arbiter pumping, interestingly enough. But I'm guessing that's going to be soon on the way. Is going to be able to get his 3rd up, meanwhile. But competing base to base against the Protoss player is not what he wants to do. He's going to try to get his Forge up, try to get some upgrades out there as well. Flash, meanwhile, going to get 2 Vultures right up there. Going to be able to abuse 1 probe, doing some nice hold there on the ramp. But several probes going to be forced to come off the line, trying to engage the Vultures. And that's pretty bad position to be in. Free doesn't have any cannons whatsoever. Going to be forced to engage the Vultures with the probes. That's just not a position you want to be in. Does manage to eventually clean them up, but some probes lost. That base spotted, so Flash now on these 3 bases is going to be able to get himself ready for a push out there, and probably going to be seeing that Free